everyone, we are Dyanne and Janny and we host this channel together. Today is a very special day because we are joining the Friend Friday Hub. But before I tell you more about that, let's jump into our first DIY. So here you will see what I will use for this DIY. You see, it's only a couple of things. You just need your glue gun, you need some twine, some coffee cups but from cardboard, that's easier to work with, and some scissors, and this is all we need for this DIY. So what I'm going to do first is just take one of the cups and I'm just going to cut a couple of pieces until the bottom, and you do a couple of centimeters in between and just do it this way. Of course, I will finish this up and then I show you what the next. What I'm going to do right now is just bend over until a little piece of the bottom. You still see the bottom has a little round circle, and of course bend them not totally to the bottom, but a little piece of the bottom. So and then fold every piece out of it. So what you're going to do right now, just do a little piece of glue on the bottom and just lay inside here your piece of twine so this can stick to here. And what we're going to do right then is just going with the twine to the front, and we're going to up and down, and so we go make a square. And when you are doing this in the set, then it's going to be your pieces are going to go up, and it will be a little plant holder or a little cup. That's just what you call it. I don't know. At least I hope you will see in a moment. This is dried up. So what I'm going to do right now is just doing this way, and you see, one over, one down, one over, and one down, one over, and one down, and so you go on. And in a moment I show you a little bit further. I'm just back with a little moment. You see here, this was the first one I did, but I didn't tell you and I didn't know by then. So if you have 6 pieces, you have an uneven number of stripes you have to have, because if you have an even part, you don't get the turnings right. So you have to, I changed it up and I did one with 7 pieces, and now everything will work out better when you go up and down, and then you are really getting on and on, and then this will work better. I show you in a moment. So you see, this is what you get if you do it a couple of times. Just pull it a little bit, the twine a little bit when you're working with it, and just every time move the twine down, so you get a nice thick piece of rope, and this way your little planter will look a little bit better. So you just go on and on until you are over here, and then I show you how mine is looking like. So here you see a little peak halfway, and I'm now up now. I'm already liking it this way, how it is turned out. So I'm going up to the to the top, and then I show you. So you see, I did 2 of them, and you see already this one I did a little bit loose, the rope of the twine. I did it a little bit looser, and this one is a little bit tighter. So learn from my mistake. If you like a little bit looser, it will be this way, and when you have it a little bit tighter, it will be a little bit more smaller. So I don't know if my idea was to have 2 of the same, but you see already this is not really going to happen. So I have to make another one if I want to have them the same way. But at the end, I think they look so nice and so easy to make, just with a cardboard cup. You can make your own little planters, but only keep in mind you have to have an uneven piece of stripes. So here you see how they turned out, and I'm so happy. Just from a plastic of a cardboard coffee cup, you already made your own little planter. Of course, I did a little piece of bow on top of it. You see him over here. I will get one for you. And you see I made these little bows I always made from a little piece of ribbon. Just glue them together, take a piece of ribbon, glue it together, squeeze it in the middle and do a little piece of rope on it, and you already have your little bow. I did it in the lavender color, and of course this is also has to look like lavender but done in the white color, and some little green branches. And you see you already have a nice little planter with some a nice little display inside of it. So I'm really loving. My taste is a little bit more of the white, but I also love the lavender color. So here you see how this DIY turned out.
Okay, for this DIY I have white chalk paint, a knife, a brush and a canvas. We're not going to use the canvas. I'm going to cut off the canvas and only be using the wooden frame. Just take your knife, carefully cut off the canvas. Okay, almost there. Now I hope I can peel it off at once. Doesn't matter if we ruin the canvas, because it's all going to be pulled away. We're not going to use this. Then it comes off pretty easy. So this is rubbish. There are some staples here at the back, so I'm carefully going to, maybe I can put the knife in. Carefully going to see how I can get them off in the best way. Sometimes you have to pull in different directions. Yes, this is the good one. I think this one here is going to be, oh, I would say harder, but it is going okay. So work your way around the frame. The frames are empty. I used 2 of them. Now it is time to paint them. And therefore I use this white chalk paint. That is my favorite color this season. Black and white. And if it is possible, I'll be using a buffalo check as well. So it's just blank wood, perfect for applying paint directly upon it. Now, the frames are completely covered into white chalk paint. Did they turn out cute? It's now time to decorate them. Therefore, I'll be using these 2 tiny wreaths Janny and I bought years ago in a garden center. I believe this is willow, but I'm not really sure. I want to hang them actually here inside of the frame, and I want to do that with, I think, this ribbon, but maybe as I'm taking a look at it now, it is also nice to, you know, decorate them, just wrap around, but I'm not really sure if that is possible, so I'm just going to measure if that will look nice, if the ribbon stays in place. This stuff is really slippery. It's cool stuff from AliExpress, but also slippery stuff. It isn't iron wired, so yeah, it is a bit of a challenge to make nice bows with it. Or as you can see, wrap it around this way. Yeah, I think I like this. I think I'm going to do that, wrapping it around. Okay, I wrapped it around. I didn't use hot glue, but I'm going to do that now. I'll be putting a drip here on this part, so I can easily put the wrapped around part, you know, with the longer tail, across here, press it, and then it is ready to hang. Look, the hot glue is on. It is now a perfect thing to, you know, apply it to the frame. But I think, as I see it now, it can also use a little bit of greenery. Let me check what I have in my storage room. The next step is actually decorating the wreath a little bit more. I think I'm going to use a few of these branches. Let me check. I can just pour them off in a small way. Let me see, what is the top of these things? Just putting this away makes it working a little bit easier. So these are the top. Just a tiny little flower here and there would be perfect. I think I'll be using 2 for each wreath. You know, something like this is nice. So I'm just going to cut off here these back parts, because they're just simply ugly for this purpose. And then I have to be careful gluing it upon the wreath. Okay, almost done. The really cute branches are upon it. Now I want to use thumbtacks to apply the wreaths to the frame. Just putting a thumbtack here at the back. And then it is done. Here are the two wreath DIYs. Placed a small cotton bud between the branches at the bottom to hide the ugly back parts of the branches. What do you think of this DIY? Let us know in the comment section.
We are joining the Friend Friday Hub, which is hosted by the beautiful Heidi. In our description box you will find the next person to the hub, and in that description box you will find again the next person to that hub. So go check out every person who is joining in this great Friend Friday Hub. Of course, I also place a link down below for Heidi, her beautiful channel, so go check out that also. So you see, we don't need a lot of things for our next DIY. We need some old white chalk paint, we need a text marker or some letter stickers, we need some popsicle sticks, wooden, an old piece of cardboard, and we just need a little wooden tray, but you can use anything you want, but I use this wooden tray. So you see already I have the paint ready, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to paint the bottom of my tray. I'm going to paint white, chalk paint white. Of course you can do it, like I said, in any color, and I am going to do a couple of coats and then I show you how this looks like, and then we are going to wax the side of my tray. But first I'm going, like I said, first I'm going to do a couple of coats with the white chalk paint. So you see here I already did the bottom in the white chalk paint. I did it 3 coats. What I'm going to do, and you see already I already started to give the sides a furniture wax. At least I am doing it with some furniture wax, but of course you can do it with everything you want. You can stain it, you can color it, you can do it with some marker, just what you want. I am going to give it a coat with some furniture wax to give it a little bit of the rustic feeling. So I'm going to do that, and then we're going to do the little go to my computer and make little ice creams. So we are going to look how that will turn out. So you see already how he is finished, and he has to dry now for a little while, and we are going to go to my computer, and then I'm going to make some ice cream, and then I show you how they are turning out. So this is what I made on my computer. I made a little silhouette of an ice cream popsicle. This popsicle sticks are the wooden sticks, but I mean the top of the the top of the ice cream. First I did made a little silhouette from cardboard, so I knew how big it can be to fit in this side of my little tray. So I chose a couple of colors and I just measured everything out. Now I only have to cut it out and just glue them on top of pieces of cardboard. And then it has to be summer, and then we are trying to hope that it will look like an ice cream, but we will see. So you see I have now the letters of the pieces of the ice cream I have on top of it, and I have to make sure that the letters are at the same height. So you see here already I have to cut little pieces of the cardboard just to make it fitting, but as long as I make sure that my letters are on the same length, because if you have them in your tray you have to, of course the letters have to go straight, or else your letters are going this way, and that's not really the thing that has to happen. And of course we are going to now cut a little piece of the popsicle sticks. We cut a little piece off, and then we are going to glue this also inside of our tray. So already it looks like, it's starting to look like an ice cream. So you see already I am measuring out. I just took a piece of the paper because the cardboard is drying. I just took a piece of paper and I'm laying them down in my tray. And I am just cutting off some pieces of my popsicle stick, which is fitting for in here. I show you a little bit. If it stays in place, you see already it looks like an ice cream, but I was thinking for me I like it a little bit better when also the popsicle sticks is also a little bit of the wax. So I'm going to put them also in a piece of wax because I like that a little bit better. But if you like it just the plain color, and if you like it just the wood color, or in any color you want, just do whatever you like. So you see already I have now everything glued inside of my tray, and now it still has to dry. So here you see the finished result of this DIY. I really love how they turned out, and of course you can choose the colors from your ice creams in any color you like. But I love a little bit of the farmhouse rustic feeling, but if you like it a little bit better in another color, it's also fine too. But you see how easy it was just to make your own cute summer sign.
Okay, over to Dyanne. I'm going to make something out of paint stir sticks. I have this package here with large and small ones. I also need these things here. These are just straight paint stir sticks. I have beeswax and a brush, and in a later stadium you need glue. Okay, after some searching I discovered that I wanted to use 4 small ones and 1 of these large stir stick. I'm going to cut that in half. Then I'm going to cover up everything in beeswax. And applying beeswax is super easy. Just make sure that you cover your workspace. I use an old cutting board. Take my beeswax and a brush. I'm going to cover everything on one side. I'm not going to do the back in beeswax. Just wipe it down this way. And ventilate your room because this stuff smells super strong. Don't forget to do the sides as well until everything is all nice and covered. Okay, almost done. Let this dry for at least an hour. I think that at least that is what my beeswax needs. I see that there is some excess beeswax on multiple parts, especially here. I'm going to wipe that off after an hour with a dry piece of cloth. Okay, so next day everything is dry and clean. I rubbed out the excess beeswax with a dry piece of cloth. And this is how I want to arrange my cute little fence made out of stir sticks. I used this one to measure if everything was straight and in the right place. What I'm now going to do, I'm going to take out my glue gun, just use tiny dots of glue here on these points, and then put the whole thing together. The first one is attached. Time to do the second one. Just do the same thing. And that is also the same way of working for the other 2 that still had to be done. Just let me check if the height is the same, not completely. Okay, this is good. I use this stir stick at the bottom to line out everything. Now the fence is done. It is all glued in. Well, time to decorate it. Okay, I went to a storage room and I think I found the best decor for this job. This is an IKEA plant. Well, it was bigger before, but I took off some smaller branches. And yeah, look, this one here is pretty small. I'm going to put that throughout the fence. This is how I want to decorate the fence, just with some greenery. It isn't glued yet, but I'm going to do that with some hot glue. Leaf by leaf? No, that's just a joke. Just on several points. This is the decorated fence. It is almost done. I used some extra strings of greenery and also some cotton buds. This is a branch of cotton buds, and I will show you how I decorated it. Just took off one of these. The cap here, you can remove that. At least I hope that this one works. No, I think this one has too much glue. Move over to this one here. Yeah, I think this one goes better. Slightly carefully turn it around. Now it comes off. You can pull some hot glue on the back. And then, oh, honking car outside. And then just easily, you know, press it into the place where you want to have it. For example, here. And I think this is a really cute thing to decorate with. Here you see the fence DIY from top till toe. Let us know in the comment section what you think of this DIY.
So here you see what I will need for this DIY. I need one of the wreath from the wicker, some black and white ribbon, of course you can choose any ribbon, some schoolboard paint, some old cardboard, and I printed out some fronts of a cow. We will see, I did a couple of them, so we will see which one it will be, and some painter's brush, and you're already fit to go. So what I'm going to do first right now is just paint in the black color. I will paint the wreath because I like it a little bit better when he is in the black color. So I'm going to paint this right now, and then I show you how it looked like when it's totally painted. So you see here my wreath is drying right now. I'm going to tell you I loved this cow. I really loved this one, but I think I'm going for this one, so I will cut this one out and I'm going to Mod Podge it on top of my cardboard. So here you see when he's cut out, and now I'm going to Mod Podge him with the matte Mod Podge on top of my cardboard, and then I will cut also this one out again. So here you see when he is on the cardboard, and of course I just cut him out, but I did leave a little piece of the white cardboard because I think that I like that a little bit better than if you do it really exactly on the lines. What I'm going to do right now, because the back side is blue and I don't like that because of course you don't see it, but for my idea I will paint this black, and then we are going to give it a little touch of greenery over here. So you see everything is dried up. I'm going to decorate now the little top of the cow, and you see here I have two pieces of greenery, a little bit of the lighter greenery, a little bit with some pieces of white. I'm going to glue this on top of here, and then we're going to make our little bow. So I did these two pieces, I glued on top of each other, and I will glue this on the back side and just glue it on top of your cow. Just over here, just squeeze it. So you see on the sides I did one of the lighter greenery just on the sides and nothing more, and now I'm going to make a little bow. So you just take a little piece of ribbon, just do some glue on top of it, glue it together this way. Now you're going to lay a little piece of glue on top of here, just do a little piece of twine over here. I have to do it quick because I have to stay in my minutes. So, and what you do, turn it around and just fold it and just squeeze it and just fold it over, and you already see you already have your little bow. And now we're just going to glue our little bow on top of our piece of greenery to work everything away, and just squeeze it in, and then your cow is already ready. So you see he looks so nice just with a little bow tie. So you see here on the top of the wreath I did a couple of turns with some twine, because I think it's better when you letting the twine come back, because we also use it on the top of our cow. So you see my wreath is already done, and of course my little cow is done, and the only thing we need to do is just make a piece of ribbon so we can hang him over here, and then our cow wreath is finished. So here you see the end result of my little wreath with the little cow inside of it, and you just saw me make with some old cardboard, some print, some ribbon, some twine and some greenery. You just make your own unique little wreath for in your home. Dyanne and I always hope you just take a little bit of inspiration with you. Just try something of your own and learn from our mistakes, because we make mistakes. You already saw us making mistakes. So just learn from it and just make something of your own. this were my 3 DIYs for this Friend Friday hop. I hope you enjoyed. Go check out our description box and you find there the next person in the hop, so go check it out. And Heidi, thank you so much for hosting this Friend Friday hop. Thank you so much that we could join you. And of course, if you like this content, from Dyanne and me, we hope you will consider subscribing to our channel also. For everyone, have a beautiful day, stay safe, take care of yourself and take care of each other. And we hope to see you in our next video. Love from Dyanne and me. Bye everyone.